Nah, I got you, bro. We'll go through it. Like, there's gonna be a, but honestly, the best games to watch are the games you wind up losing, but you'll be able to see shit. So like, off this move right here, you could have took a second and recognizing this person, they're playing low, right? So off the rip, knowing that they're in a 2-3, knowing that this person's guarding you here, they're trying to step up, this person's going to the corner, this person's trying to sit paint to worry about your guard, they're worried about playing up. So off your drive, that should be an easy touch to the corner. That's something that you want to be able to pick up on, like just slow down and like watch, because that's the easy one. You know he's trying to get up there. You would have been able to get that dot earlier. It would have been an easy catch and shoot for Seed. Like, it was still there, but like now he gets to kind of contest, and it makes the shot a little bit harder. But it would have been an easy catch and shoot. And then also on this side, you see how these motherfuckers right here, they're out. As soon as that shot goes up, they are out. So I am a creator for NBA 2K. Not officially partnered with NBA 2K, but we do have our own partnerships, like with our own stuff. Formerly with the NBA 2K League, I was a creator for them for a while, as well as a coach. Done a lot of creation for different things, such as like PlayStation, NBA 2K Labs. I did do creation for 2K. I've done like commentary and things like that for actual NBA 2K, and a whole bunch of other things. But this 2K Film Room, where we we're here to help educate and inform people trying to get better at the game of 2K itself. So nice for you to join us. And then he's in top 10 for sure. Big man in the league right now is Zach Edey. Bro, that is one person that I had completely wrong. I was worried about him coming into the draft, and now I kind of wish that Klingon's not bad, but like I wish the Blazers picked him up, because he has way more grit, and like he's a lot more versatile. I think he's just perfect for the Grizz. But like, you see how these guys are out? Everybody's crashing here. All that situation, your two people up here, they need to be getting the fuck back. Like, whoever your shooting guard, whoever this person is, their job is to get back. The reason why they were killing you constantly on breaks is that everybody's crashing instead of being able to get back and play defense. In the game of NBA 2K, like, it's constant speed. It's pace, it's space, it's going, run, gun. The people who should be crashing, you're big, maybe your power forward, maybe your other corner, depending on what you want. A lot of times you have, maybe that corner dropping. Some teams, like, how we run it, we'd have a corner stay out. So, like, my situation, I will, where you'd have some teams that will set up in, have their lock set up in the left corner on the big, on the point guard. We actually have ours set up on the opposite side on the big. So this way the big can't drop as much, and they're hesitant to drop, because as soon as they start to drop, we're able to dot them quickly. Or, as soon as we get the board, we're able to quick dot right out to that corner, and there's not going to be anybody there, because the shooting guard's going to be getting out on the break, and then the big's dropping. So it's going to be easy to open that up, and it's an easy open shot to come off of. But, like, it's something to think about for you guys as well. If you want to have somebody that's just staying there, you just have to have them, like, be patient and stay. And that's, like, one of the big things. Your power forward and your center should be the one dropping. They need to be able to establish position. They need to be able to box. But the other two people need to be able to get back on the break and be able to play the threes. That's why they're cooking on the break. You have three people back. That's just GG's. All right. Seeing this one. J-Mac hits you the perfect one right here. That's just a great blitz. He plays it. You're looking to try and push through. You're not, like, you're just left sticking. The ball is kind of exposed. You're not using any sort of dribble moves. He winds up going for it, and he just winds up getting a good rip. That's just a really good play by him. Awareness. And just a good, quick body blitz. They're going the other way. I think J-Mac could have got that out of his hands a little bit faster, because, like, that could be a quick touch. And then this way, he's slower with the ball in his hands. Yeah, you're trying to activate something there, 2 steps past half. And that's where, like, good locks use that free throw line. I'm not the free throw line. Use this half-court line to their advantage, because you can't go backwards. And especially when you're on that side, like, you're trapped. You have the sideline right there. You have the backcourt right there. you can't really go anywhere. So there's really only a certain amount of places you can go. It's like, you know, it makes it a lot harder for guards. So it's really smart that locks can do that. But in terms of J-Mac here on this, like this break, he could have wound up touching it. This way he's able to go faster because he's faster without the ball in his hands. He's able to come here, quick touch pass back. You know, Don's able to cut. Like, they could have been able to run this break a little bit smoother. Unfortunately, like, it was an open shot. They just missed it. Great board right there by Mari. Just got caught on the snatchback, but Don missed it. Good board. Slowing it down. And you saw the dot this time around. Like you said, like, boom. Easy second play. Oh, you're saying you're talking about the dribble moves. You tried to escape and burst right out, right as you were crossing. Oh, he just caught you. Yeah. And that's a tough one. Just got to get back. You have to cover threes. People are so focused on cover and paint. In my opinion, that's bad ball unless somebody's there. So, great position here. J-Mac, right here, right? So, hold on. Voice a little. As a lock, guard and 5 out, you have to understand your positioning. You have to understand where your help defense is. You have to understand what's going on. And, like, you already got a quick steal. So I understand in this situation, okay, I'm going to go for it. I'm feeling confident. I just got a steal. I'm going to go for it again. Like, I wasn't the biggest fan of it because, like, he still has a lot of stamina. He still has a lot going for him. But understanding where your help defense is and trying to force him back. You going for that blitz and missing completely fucked up your defense because now they're going. But also, like, where's the help coming from? These guys, like, they're both looking to pinch and help, but nobody's committing. They're pinching for a second and trying to get back. Both people are there. Like, this is understanding where, like, Suave got baited, but knowing both drop, it's either a quick dot, knowing that they're both dropping, or just take it up yourself. You wind up getting a nice little backdoor. No, definitely. You know. So Don getting bumped up the court. That's a good one. One thing people definitely need to recognize, right, is look at the time left. There's 18 seconds, right? So 18 seconds. He only has 16, you know, till 16. You have 8 seconds to get the ball up the floor, you know, past half court before it's a, you know, a violation, right? An 8-second violation. So if your lock is playing great defense like Jay was right here, you need to be able to have somebody fronting this. So if you are playing a 2-3, cool, I understand. The person right here needs to be going corner. You know, maybe you have your, you know, your shooting guard right here fronting this pass and this person playing the corner. So as soon as that happens, everybody rotates down. But, like, you need to be able to be there because this is a free, easy release when this is either a scary pass that could be there. Boom. It's an easy, scary pass. 18 seconds. He's getting bumped up. He's afraid. He's just trying to throw the ball up. That should, fronting that pass, that should be an easy interceptor steal, or at least forcing him to think to be able to get that violation. So, you know, when you're pressing, you want to make sure the back of your press is, you know, is very just as important as the front of your press. You want to make sure everybody's on that same page and looking for it. And that was a great shot by Mari. Should I have C slide to the corner in front of it? Yeah, no, it's definitely, like, your center could play up. You know, it really depends on, like, there's different ways that you can run a press. There's different types of presses depending on, like, the situation. But, like, you want to be able, somebody needs to be fronting that person. That person should not just be wide open to allow the guard a wide open release. Because if that's the case, it's just, you know, power forward, whoever, like, it should not be a wide open release whatsoever. You have 5 people on the floor. You have 5 people, you know, on the defensive side. Like, you need to be there. Laurie, what's up? You telling them half court right now? Oh, gosh. What, you coach it? You about to make a run? Solid. You tried to guess the dot right here. For you, give yourself time. Give yourself time to just set up. You know, you're there. You're waiting for your team to go. The one thing that I recommend is, so off this, if C's the one inbounding, you need to have the other corner be able to start. That should be a corner switch situation. The corner should be, this person right here who's not there should probably be in the other corner, so it allows Seed or whoever the inbounder is to be able to just get to their spot quickly. So by the time you're getting there, you were calling a give and go, but the paint wasn't clear. Oh, okay. No, I understand that. But yeah, like that's a big thing with your setup is making sure that people are correct. Like you're cutting off so much time. By the time Seed gets there, it's like 10 seconds left in the shot clock before you can even run anything. And like you already killed a lot of your possession. So that's why you want to be able to switch it. That's a great, easy one. Boom. Great pick and pop because you know that they keep crashing. If they want to keep crashing like that, dot their asses. Force their asses to stay home. And that's another scary ass pass right here from Don. Don is worried about the press. Like, Seed wasn't like, how to outperform DeMar DeRozan in 2K. I mean, I feel like that's kind of easy, personally. But like, it's still 2K. It depends on the person. Sorry, y'all. So 20 minutes and we're gonna play. So yeah, and also making sure that it's in a 2-3 or like a 3-2 set so that people can align to the ball. So it makes it easy. What's good, Little? But overall, that's a great one right there to be in the lane. That's just a scary pass by Mari. If anything, that needs to be an oop. And they wound up getting it back. Forcing, wound up dying. He's just in a great lane. Way to press a button right there. Great on Don, be able to slow the ball down. And just a good play by Mari. Waiting, like, most of the time, bigs are always going to look for that first pump fake and then go up. Unless they have it, like, completely wide open, they have them beat where they're able to dunk. But understand personnel. Like, look at what the bill says. From what I think, like, Mari doesn't have the highest of, like, standing dunk. So knowing that he's not going to be able to get, like, a full good, like, easy, like, dunk off that, you're going to get a contest. So, like, you can be able to stay as long as you're trying to get a little bit under. I understand you're behind him, so you might look like you have to jump. But know how paint defense is. It's kind of ass. So we don't really have to jump right there. But, yeah, 20 minutes, we're going to kind of get on and run, like, a little bit of, run with the guys for a little bit. So, beautiful crab right there. J-Mac gets back under. J-Mac, that was a great way to recover. But to be able to, like, you see how you're pressing him too much? What's up, y'all? Appreciate the subs. You like right here. Oh, I'm going back. Sorry, I had this shit set. You're holding in 10's D. Do not hold in 10's D. When you're pressing, you don't want to hold anything. You just want to be left sticking because like you're kind of following. You want to mirror because you holding L2 right here is allowing him to get the blow by. Now you're able to be like he's pretty much like forcing you on his hip, depending on the strong handles, depending on the boost. Like he's gonna be able to just get right past you. And like that, like any good guard is gonna be able to cook you like that. And like that's a crab almost every single time. And also like good guards know that all right, what's up, Jay? Like knowing that all right, I have them pretty much beat. I'm telling my center to go straight down, forcing that center to be out the paint, and then we are hooping. Like pretty much they're gonna have a free midi, or we're gonna have a free board, or it's gonna be easy dunk. Jay, we're actually not running Pro-Am right now. We're going to go over some film, and then I think I'm going to hoop with the guys for a little bit and play a little bit of inverted Pro-Am, like with inverted Bass Pro. I'm honestly interested to see what position people want to run. Little, how were the runs with J-Mac earlier? Hold on, y'all. I got to get this haul. Like, I'm talking too much. My voice is getting, like, crispy. Alright, bet. So that's why you're getting beat. And that's a beautiful awareness right there by Suave to understand. And like, just knowing that he has him behind him, that's a crab. If like, this is fine, not going straight down, doing whatever. But defensively, this is where people have to help. If you know that this person isn't back completely, you can slide and be able to help here. And this person could be able to play two. This person shows, but that's somebody's going to have to play two here. You're just in a bad position. He's dropping because he's worried about the paint, but that's a 3 easy time. Like, and I understand, like, Suave, you're delayed. But if you're not delayed, that's an easy 3. So they're not playing great defense there, and that's what people just want to recognize. Of like, that's why you can't always like aggressively press. The shot was still open too. Yeah, no, bro, it was right there. You had a beautiful crab right there. It was perfect. Good. Can I get people because they were leaving? Yeah, no. We have to. We'll get. Could not get people because they were. All right, bet. We'll get more. We'll get more people running. L2 slows you down a lot. L2 when you can't stay in front. R2 with left stick when moving. You have to like. When it comes to that, bro, you don't want to overly rely on like your left stick or like intense defense or your turbo. You want to kind of like, it's more so left stick and then using them in both situational situational reasons. Like using turbo to be able to explode out when you need to, tapping L2 to be able to adjust your person so that they can set back, play intense defense, kind of like just adjust them so that they're facing the ball handler and like playing in front of them. That's how like when people talk about bumps and shit like that, that's the biggest thing. You want to be able to press like intense defense as they're running into you. This way, that's how you trigger the bump. The higher you steal, the higher your on-ball menace, like immovable enforcer, stuff like that. It's about the angles and tapping L2. If you're already holding L2, you're not going to get a bump, especially if you have a bad angle. So you want to make sure that you're doing shit like that because like that's really what's going to help you. All right, but J-Mac, way to fight and get around it. All right, one thing right there. That was a beautiful bag screen right here. Just to be able to get him going. If he had it, that's the easy corner fade. But he winds up taking it. See, he jumps because he's expecting a corner fade. Beautiful right there. Don winds up driving. Dunking right to the paint. So Don's up pressing. J-Mac, that was a great way to be able to play aside and be able to get it. As soon as he wound up, hitting him behind the back, you wound up going for a reach. And then Jay with the great, like, hands up, playing it. When it comes to these, right, I'm sick of people getting caught on bad inbound turnovers. Like, when it comes to inbounds, you need to be here. Don is running off and doing stuff like this. Don, you need to be up, hold circle so that they can't bump you out of the way or jump in front of you. Hold circle, and then the person who's there, they need to jump pass. You have to be able to throw that jump pass. If you're not throwing a jump pass, that's how people can get in front of it. So jump pass, throw it in. It makes it a lot easier, and you're not getting caught with those hands up steal animations because it's going to be super easy to get that. So, but that's great awareness by Jay to be able to play it, front the inbound. And she wound up getting it. She got right in the middle. And way not to go up. That was a tough one. I think he just missed time to meet her. Great way to wall up. Not exactly, bro. Like, Legend strong handles and Legend lightning launch, you can't just completely press them. You have to play back a little bit more unless you have help on the back end, like the back end. If your power forward's not helping to show, so like you're able to go for a blitz, you can't do it. That was a dot. Raymond just wasn't ready. Reset. Damn, that's tough. Raymond was horsing his possession though. That was just a bad. That sucks. They gave him a whole shit. Chisholm got it right back. Easy one. But you see how quickly you guys just sped up your pace so fucking much? You guys just played OD fast compared to your normal like possession. That's fine in this situation, but like you can slow it down. That goes for both sides. Don's playing it. He's fighting the press. Same thing. Look, throwing is scary. Any sort of defense, be able to front that. You guys should be playing that. There's no way in hell they should be able to throw that up. Don playing it. Off defense, like you have two people here. If they're not aligned correctly and he like offensively, this guard needs to wrap. If your guard wants it, you need to get the fuck out the way. That's really the biggest thing. You need to get the hell out the way. We should have way more steals off that. Like, yeah, like, you know, it's going to happen. Sometimes the game's going to give it, sometimes not. But, like, this right here, like, you need to get the fuck out the way. But also, as a guard, you have to call it. Hey, I need you to wrap. Wrap middle. Wrap behind me. Like, do something. Like, you have to tell them. Like, I hate guards who yell at their shooting guard or yell at their, like, you know, personnel. Like, oh, you're in my way. You're messing up spacing. But you're not commanding the offense. You want them to stay still, not do anything. But yet, you don't want to tell them what you want them to do. Communicate exactly what you want them to do so they know what to do. If they're not doing it, you have to ask them, yo, like, do you understand, like, what a wrap is? Do you understand what my call-out is? Do you understand what I'm asking of you? Instead of just getting triggered. Make sure, like, depending on what level of competition you're playing with, you have to be able to understand what level they're at. But overall, this guy needs to get the hell out. And if they don't get the hell out, this is something you could switch back into man. You could trapper this. Because, look, you have the baseline. You have the out of bounds right here. You have help right here. This person's right there. So the physics, you're not going to be able to go through them. You have some person right here guarding this lane. And then especially if you have this person right here, you're completely denying them. That's a quick, easy trapper animation. That should be a steal almost every single time. That's a panic pass. And then also these people right here, fronting the pass so that if they try and throw it, this is steal. Fronting pass should be a steal. Anything that's like, but instead, we give up the three. That's bad. If you're the lock in a situation, you need to be on ball. You need to be like, if you're switching it because that person moves, all right, it has to be called out earlier. But like, you can't just give up the shooter. It's a great cut right there by Jay. Great call out. All right. Noticing the runoff. People playing back. Don playing a little patient. It's a great steal right there by Jay. Waiting for it. Was a good save. And a solid dunk. In this situation. Mari, you're already committed. Like, you are already committed. Like, you need to, like, and this is where I say, like, not holding L2 way too much. Because him in intense defense, him, like, waiting, you know that the drive is coming. You have somebody here. You know that, okay, the back end, like, you know, your other help has to come. They have to slide. You need to drop. This guy is pretty much committed. You need to be here. Him hesitating just those slightly seconds, you know, he knows that you doubt the corner and he was hesitant. That's fine. But that's why you have help. That's why you have teammates. Like, the way they're set up right here is that this person right here can play two. No matter what, they're both, like, literally wingspan to wingspan. They can play two at that situation. So he shouldn't have to worry about dotting the corner because you have the help. And then this person, look at this person. One person is not guarding anybody. Like, J-Mac's not guarding anybody. Don's not really guarding anybody. So that's it. They have to slide. So he has to know, I'm dropping on this. Like, this is where the IQ part comes in. And, like, even if he knows that you drop that, you know, like I said, dot that corner, that's where your teammates need to know that. And they need to play it. But, like, if he wasn't holding, but overall, L2 stopped him from being able to commit and get there and be able to take you out of the dunk animation before it happened. You still could have hit the corner? Yeah. I mean, it's there, but any good player is playing two here. I'm baiting this pass, and as soon as you look like it's happening, I'm pressing square, I'm getting a quick steal. But overall, it was a solid dunk and a solid decision by you. Like, you have legend strong handles, you have high dunk, you have legend lightning launch. Damn, Jay got another one. Hold on, what just happened here? Oh damn, she just assaulted him. It looked like that was like a whole tie-up animation. I don't even know how she got that. Great pass. I don't like that. Oh, just ended the first quarter, so you have to do what you need to do. What's good, Seed? Nah, yo, Jay is actually good, bro. The first game I played, like, I'm like, oh shit, like, she actually has a lot of potential. And here, right? Understanding what kind of guard you're playing against. That's crucial. Knowing that, like, Jay's a she, bro. Knowing this, right? Jay had hands up, so kind of got the blow by. Knowing this, like, you have to high-low it. That's when you have to call the high-low call. That's when Raymond has to, like, he's already low. He's taking the low drop. And then Jay needs to be able to go out to Mario off the pop right here. Like, and yeah, no, the big drop, but you also, same thing, holding L2. They're holding L2, so they're kind of in that situation. They're trying to drop back, but now they're backpedaling. You can't R2. They can't, be able to turbo. They have to be able to get back faster because that's an easy cutoff. You see the gather. You should be able to take them out of that meter every single time. So cool, you got the release, easy one up the floor. They're forcing you. So understanding the difference too. Strong side, weak side of the floor. Strong side is where the ball is, right? Weak side is where the ball is not. So have strong side of the floor. You have your better defenders here. You have Don, who has higher perimeter. You have J-Mac, who's a lock. And then you have Mari, who's the big. You have bringing it to the short corner. You're forcing it away. That's a great rap call by you there because it did break them out of it. Like, honestly, that was a beautiful rap call because, like, he's pursuing. There's no communication here. All right, high-low, whatever. If J-Mac's following ball, Don has to be able to get out and go. Like, you have to be able to just get to where you need to be. And even here, like, Mari can kind of pinch up just a little bit more. And, like, this could be crushed. But, again, Don hesitates off that rap call. He doesn't get out and winds up giving it up. Because, like, truthfully, two-way off that, if he's following that rap call, what's good, J-Mac? Like, that could be an easy lane by him if he's not playing low. Because knowing you have the pinch help, you have the help on the strong side, he can't really drive and push past that much. So it's your job to be able to play up high and be able to, make sure that nothing's being able to go middle. So cool, 16-16. Let me see what time it is. Yeah, J-Mac could have stayed and watched the rap as well, but if you want the lock, depending on the defense that you wanted, the lock should be following ball. So if you want your lock following ball, have the lock follow ball. If you want the lock, if you're playing more of a 3-2 set and you just play in a zone where they're just playing top instead of following ball, yeah, then Don needs to stay. But that also has to be communicated. Yeah, you were saying that because of how Don plays. Yeah, that stuff has to be able to... you have to definitely communicate that. But, like, that stuff that you don't communicate, like, right in the middle of the play as it's going on, you have to communicate that early. So, J-Mac, like, Jay, everybody who's playing, like, more of a... if you're playing, like, defense, if you're going to be the person on defense who's making the calls, you have to try and call that out as early as possible. And you'll hear that whenever we play. Like, I do it a lot because I'm so focused. Like, I am locked in on doing what I need to do. I'm not calling shit out. So you'll hear Chris, like, telling me, like, what's going on? Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. Like, and he's doing it because he's forcing me to get my words out and say what I need to say. Otherwise, like me waiting until the last minute, I'm only putting my team at a disadvantage. I almost choked on my fucker. Hey, yo. Almost choked on a hall. Y'all almost saw me die on the street. That would have been crazy. That would have been bad, bro. This dude in the second quarter, bro, we're going to just do half. We're just going to do half. Man, Fox, you out here complaining I'm in the second quarter. I almost died like almost swallowed a hole, just choked and died literally on stream, and you worried about that. That's crazy. I guess in GTA, do I have to say like whatever, but like don't want like. So saying, look, going into PNR. Honestly, I love that call right here, because this is right here. What they just did was one of the easiest ways to be able to break like a 3-2, be able to break a lot of defenses that people want to play. Because if you have this big man up here playing a wing, that is easy. That's like, you have come up quick, set that quick screen, because now it forces the big into the back end of the PNR. So now it's an easy up down every single time, because this person, no matter what, they're not laterally fast enough to be able to come back up, go back down, come back up, go back down. So what they just ran here, that quick slip was phenomenal. But also, we want Raymond to know that if it's a quick slip or a go screen, you don't have to actually set it. You can look like you're going to set it, look like you're kind of running into him, and then cut right down. Like, there's different types of screens that you want to be able to do. Mari, appreciate the follow. Don, you out here chatting, bro. I need you to get better too. So off this, right? You have the screen. We're just gonna go through it. Never mind. It's not even worth. Nah, Mari, I was fucking with Don, but I'm giving notes for everybody. See, beautiful passes. Might have been open. I'm not sure. Two seconds. Good shot by Rabbit there. He just missed. But Suave, like, also here, this is something. One, this is a bad break overall. You have two people running down the middle, one person running to the wing. If it's, three people back here, this person already reached. One person needs to be going to this corner. One person needs to be going straight. One person needs to be going there. So this way you have proper spacing, proper break, forcing these guys to not all be here. You're waiting out the reach. You can be able to throw that. Push the break, because if you're slowing it, they're not really getting to it. But also here, they already played this. That's a wide open look. Yeah, like. And then, yeah, you got folded. No, I get that. But don't even give them the chance to be able to. That's quick touches. Playing it. Damn. They gave you a layup off that, but that was a good call. Off the quick touch and go. Oh, you meant fouled. Don, that was a great extra right there. Way to play the pinch. They're going to help. I think that, like, person's a little bit too much. Like, yeah, no, that you should have got a dunk there. They gave you a layup. He should be playing this a little bit more, but Don, that's a great way to just know it. Like, knowing that they're trying to crash in on you now because you got a couple drives in, you're kicking it out to the wing early. And that's one of the first time, like, big times, like, you're kicking it out early instead of driving completely and then passing it out, like, looking for the quick touch pass to the wing. That's beautiful. It's going to force them to stay, which is going to open up your drive more. J-Mac trying to kill people, trying to beat them up, like, just cook them in the game. Boom. Now, this one, I remember hearing on stream, they said, watch for the snatchback. J-Mac, the reason why this happened is for this reason right here. You're up pressing OD. You already got beat. You already lost because you wound up going the wrong way. So now you're trying to catch up. You're trying to beat him to the spot. So your angle already is a little messed up because right here, yeah, he's in full sprint, but he's also behind him. So, like, in reality, he could have also got you with his crab. So you'd have been caught in a crab. Nobody's stepping up to help. He could have honestly been able to just go straight down and dunk. But, like, there's a lot of different options. But because he's over pursuing on top of a bad angle, he winds up getting a snatchback and cooking him. So, like, that's great awareness by the guard. But as a defender, that's where it's like, all right, like, I'm not really getting much off this press. I need to be able to chill. Maybe I need to, like, pull back a little bit more. So here. All right, so this right here. I'm not the biggest fan of this switch, personally. So, off this, we have him going. You have him walled up. He can't go anywhere. You have the lock here. You have the guard here in the corner. I don't think this was a great switch because you have right here, you have J-Max still playing the high. He has the hash pass. He got bumped. He can't really do much. One adrenaline. Like, this is stuff you have to kind of keep in like mind. So like he's stuck. So if you didn't wind up switching out, you're kind of that hands up off the hands up, pretty much right there off the line. He'll get bumped. He has a lot of strength, so he's a bigger guard. He's not going to get pushed out. But if you're hands upping off that, you're most likely getting a tip pass. Jay's forced to play 2 in this situation, which kind of like, you know, it's a little rough. But if you wound up like just staying home, it's 9 seconds left. They're not going to really do much. You know, in that situation, all they're going to do is try and send a cut. It's just one of those like situational awareness. And that was a great shot by Mari. Just being ready. Can't pressure PG Legend Lightning Launch. And no, seriously, like you can press, but you have to have your team helping. You have to have somebody showing so that you can't just get something easy. That should have been a steal. But Jay left stick, great patience, wound up getting a dunk. Everybody's back on defense. Don, great way to allow the defense to set up. Rabbit, great extra. Damn, Mari, you got to hit that. But that was a good look overall. Great wrap. Got bailed on that foul. I'm not going to lie. That definitely got bailed on that foul. But the whole defense was not set the entire time. They're running around. They're confused. They're not completely set. Let me see what time it is. Nah, you definitely did, Mari. You know, Save and I, we were roasting you low-key because you had a lot of open shots and then you started forcing. That's the part you don't want. You started getting frustrated thinking that, like, oh, I'm going to hit. You just got to find other ways to get yourself going. They just wound up missing off the break. No lethals and set shots. But still, you got, like, people getting you dimer, things like that. A lot of bigs won't even have more than silver set shot. Great pass fake. I love this call right here. Truthfully, you know, we were talking about this on the game, mid-game. The inbound, I don't know if you guys wind up switching it into like a 2-3 or 3-2 because like you see the way Jay's facing here, so it doesn't look like they were, you know, it was switched. But like, it's a great play right there by Nan, sending the person through to allow themselves the corner. And like, so Jay's trying to play baseline to deny, giving you the snatch back. But even then, unfortunately, didn't get the hand up. That was just a great move, Don. I'll give you that. Tip the cap. All right, so now, you know, Suave has his takeover. He's going. He just... You saw the first one, right? You got the blow-by off that. You started doing the extra move. You have to recognize that early. And then even off of that, pinch wing. He's dropping. That's an easy dot wing. Should be early. They wound up getting it and making the extra to the wing. But, like, this stuff you want to look at and pay attention to. And then press. Like, what's going on here? This is just bad. Somebody wide open. Like, nobody's guarding them. Nobody's, like, really pressing. If you're giving up points like that, literally, like, 22 seconds, 23 seconds. Like, it's not even 3-4 seconds into the shot clock. And we're giving up an open 3. at that point, there's no reason to press. So it's just establish who needs to be where, and we can go over if people want, like, you know, later on down the line, like, exactly proper press defense. And, you know, to make sure we're doing what we're doing. You said you did have a blow by, but you're hoping for an overreaction to get 3. So, but yeah, no, definitely. But, like, you have to recognize, too, like, they haven't really been overreacting OD to it, like, because you haven't cooked them enough off the blow-bys, especially with your takeover. So you have to kind of show them a little bit, get them fearing, and then you'll be able to get that a lot earlier. Like, you'll be able to hit it and do what you need to do. Set it up. It's a game. And see, like, yeah, you're back. Like, unfortunately, like, you can only do but so much here. Somebody needs to be here. Like, that's not on you, Seed. Like, you could try and help, but, like, if you show up and help, that's a cut. They need to be set. Cool, quick, easy, strong handles. He could have kept going. Solid pinch right there by Mari. I love the quick off ball in the right corner. Chisholm, honestly, I think that might have been open. Can't really tell. And damn. Again, that's one of those. Look at this. You see, as soon as this ball goes up, as soon as the shot goes up, he is out. Whoever the person is not shooting, Jay, you know, Suave, everybody has to be back. They need to be going. You see, there's 2 people out on that side, 1 person here. You need to communicate. Yo, I got right. I got left. I got this person. I got whatever. Communicate that. Get to your fucking sides. Don't allow the easy 3. If you're going to give up something, give up the 2 if you have to. If you can't, if you're not in a situation to foul, just understand exactly when and where. Jay wound up playing back instead of just getting, like, you know, trying to play the ball. But she just needs to get back. She just needs to get back and then be able to switch out later on down the line. Because that was just an easy bucket that shouldn't have been given up. And Don, honestly, this was a fantastic 2 possessions back to back. Right there, you being able to get that steal. Like, not really. Like, people just got to get back. If you're up top, you don't need to crash. You don't need to guard ball. You just need to get the fuck back until you get there. He wound up getting a solid pinch off the Fluky. And J-Mac wound up getting a great bump. It's a great board right there by Mari. And Seed, way to get there to contest that, because that would have been a dagger. Going on that kind of run, that sort of late, would have been bad. But look, it's not a bad game. It's not bad where you guys are. Yeah, look, I understand certain people aren't shooting. Like, Rabbit isn't shooting the best. But the one thing I hate and what I heard with comms, bro, is like, yo, if your teammate isn't shooting well, shut the fuck up. We don't have to fucking say that, bro. Like, uplift them. You calling them out and, like, fucking yelling at them and telling them that their ass isn't going... Yeah, Don, I'm looking at you. Like, it's not going to help them. Because if you're getting cooked on defense, we're not fucking yelling at you. Stop giving up your fucking back door. Stop getting killed on a cut. Stop dropping so low. Stop giving up a 3. Like, people aren't yelling at you the same way. Like, you got to lock in. Like, I understand that you are fucking hooping on offense, and they need to give you something. 100% they need to give you something. But, like, you got to talk to people the way they need to talk to, because, like, if you start hyping him up, you know, filling the ego, doing what you need to do, like, help them out. They'll start sparking. They'll do what they need to do. Don't give up on them. Like, that goes for everybody. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, people start going away from people when they start struggling. Don't completely do it. But also, if you are struggling in the terms of Rabbit or anything like that, like, everybody, like, you know, you don't have to shoot every single time. If the shot is wide open, do what you need to do to shoot, but also you can find other ways to get the ball, like, involved. Like, you can wind up getting the ball, maybe drive, because, okay, you don't have the shot, then look to kick it out. You can do all kinds of things like that. Like, you have to be able to do it. Like, it's just all about how you communicate with people. You give it your all on this 2K shit, can't fake that shit, so yeah, you're very emotional on the stick sometimes. Nah, I get it, bro, but, like, there's a different level to it. Like, you know, like, the way we look at it is if you're above reproach, then you can call that out, because you're holding people to the same standard that you hold yourself to. But if you're giving up plays and you're fucking up and doing certain things that you're not completely at the highest, you don't really have, like, it's like, you know, the whole say, like, he's without sin cast the first stone, that whole sort of thing. Like, you have to be, if you're going to hold people to that standard and talk to people that sort of way, you have to be perfect yourself. So you have to understand, like, both of those shits. He going to be he gonna be tweaking. But like that's when like you also gotta have teammates like, yo, you gotta listen. You gotta tell them shut the fuck up. You gotta do shit like that. Like, and like you weren't able to be aggressive as you wanted to on offense. Like, yeah, like I understand the delay, shit like that, but you gotta work it out. Like, if you know your shot's not falling, find different ways to be able to get yourself open. Understand what the defense is. I'm like, dotting rotations, understanding where they're set up, and we'll kind of go into it. Like, the different zones, people playing at, like understanding where the weakness is, like, understanding where people can be like affected, attacked. Like, it's little shit. I'm telling you, because like once you start being able to see it, it's gonna open up the world so much. So let me see. I know that. Let me text Fox real quick. Because I know Fox and I have been waiting. It's been, now you're trying to run 2K again? Bro, I feel that. I think we about to potentially run a couple. I'm trying to see what the move is. Let me see if we don't have 5, I'm gonna just keep going until we have 5. All right, I'm gonna keep hooping and film until we get until we have full 5 that we're running. You just got your tequila and 𝙠𝙚𝙖𝙜𝙪, bro. Man, one of these days I'm gonna have to. I get a little too energetic. Yeah, play swinging so long, so you forgot to play your role, bro. Yeah, nah, I get it. And then thoughts on how you play it. We'll go through a seat, cause like you weren't playing a traditional swing role, so like you couldn't really do but so much. Like you're guarding corner, you're showing up, playing whatever. Like you're not completely dropping. You're not playing a true back end. So we can only give but so much feedback, unfortunately. All right, let's go through this. I want to pause it. All right, it's still a game though. So I want to throw. That was a dot. That was a dot right there. Way to hit that seed. And it's perfect because knowing exactly what's going on. Like, you have pretty much an overload. You have everybody, like, spacing's kind of cooked. You know that the big is trying to drop to be able to get the board. You know that the big is trying to help. They're trying to get involved. And this is where, like, Mari, like, you have to understand that guards are thinking the same thing. So you have to start fucking with their heads. You are like adjusted. You need to be able to tap L2 to be able to fix your body so that you can shift, because that could be an easy steal. But like I don't think you guys wind up switching into a 2-3 or 3-2, like any of the zone sets that are actually in the game, because the way the body is like kind of playing, because you're not playing ball. But you see, as soon as he dropped, he wound up dotting him, and that's perfect. Bigs don't have contests like that. That's an easy mwah. Beautiful. Sit your ass back in that corner. Don't look to drop. Don't help. So here, perfect. You got behind him, got the crab. Tried it. See, Don in that situation, that was a beautiful play by them. Great move by Jay. Yo, she really played that lane. Yo, Jay is actually really fucking solid. She has a lot of potential. Right here, Don. Off this, understanding where the lock is, right? They got the bump. You got them behind you, bro. Like, you have to understand, like, this is a situation where you have the crab. Like, but no. This is a crab. This is a crab for you, bro. Like, you have them behind them. Like, get them get them set behind you completely with the crab. You have Mari going down so that the back end has to make a decision right here. Like, do they show up and help, or do they have to crash down? Like, right there off that, you have him crabbed. You have him in a hostage situation. That's an easy 3 because he's going down. So that's the stuff that you want to look at and pay attention to, because like the spacing wasn't completely poor. Like, well, off the steal, yeah, for sure. But like off this, that's an easy crab shot. That's the stuff that you want to be able to recognize and look at. And then Mari just has to take time. Like if you have a brain, most people know, like, we call it like the back to daddy pass, right? Like, you're passing it back to your parents, you're passing it back to daddy. Like, we understand you're passing it back to the point guard. Like, that's just the most basic play that anybody can do. So most people are going to look to lurk the lane back to the point guard. So as guards, as bigs, like, hey, yo, I ain't say that. I'm just saying, like, this is for every sort of player. Like, you want to be patient because most people are lurking those passes. So instead of just like, doing it and then quickly throwing it, make sure that they're clear so you can throw it. And down for you, instead of going towards like the congested side, like, you could have came over and went towards the wide side to clear it out a little bit more. Like, it would have just been made that pass a lot easier if he's going to throw it, but also, like, on him, he could just be able to take a time a little bit more and play it that way. Great call of timeout. And honestly, I think that's a big timeout. Like timeout management is huge. Like, you can't take them with you. Yeah, you want to kind of hold maybe 2 for like the first quarter. Like, that was a scary one. So yeah, they used 2 early. But like, timeout management is big. If you start to get a momentum swing, call a timeout. Like, use that shit. Reset it. Like, do what you need to do. Spacing timeout right there. Yeah, I thought it was like, oh, I almost got bliss timeout. It's a great one. So, off this, Mari, that's a dog board by you, but that's also bad positioning right there by the big. The big is not looking to angle towards you and kind of giving a free release. So, like, now you're able to get that quick, easy leaping animation. He's underneath, so he's not going to get a great one. So, like, that's great. Like, that's great awareness and shit by you, but that's bad on him not being able to get a true body and be able to box out. And that goes to the corner, too. Like, Suave, especially you, like, if you're going to be back and, like, being an asset to be able to run the break, and if you're playing the bigs corner, you need to be able to box out. You need to be able to tag, because if you just tag him for a second, he's not being able to get that leaping animation. So, like, this is the little things that people want to be able to recognize and understand. And, like, this is a Bear to be special right here. Bear will always be back to run the break. Like, definitely just want to be able to tag. And you see everybody's out on the break, but nobody's back. So you're just giving up a 3. All right, so I'm going to just nitpick just a little bit. J-Mac for you, right? Playing lock. You see how you're holding L2 a lot? Like, you're playing intense defense a lot. You have a hand up. Like, he honestly had you killed right there. He's going right here. All you have to do is snatch because you're starting to over pursue. Your hands up, like you're doing, like you're holding L2, you're holding your hand up, which is going to slow you down. You don't always have to press it. Like, tap it. Tap it to be able to recenter yourself. Use L2 when you need to, like, you're completely in an ISO situation trying to stay in front of them. Tap L2 when you're trying to get a bump at an angle. Tap L2, like, same with R2. Don't over abuse either one. Like, you can move with the left stick. Like, your lock is most likely fast enough to be able to keep up with those guards just as is. So just keep that in mind. He did, but also, like, Suave wasn't playing his best either. So, like, these are the little things. If you're going to play lock, like you have to know what to do or you're getting cooked. Also off that right here, this is a perfect situation to go for a blitz for you. So you see he's coming up, he's right here. You know that the only thing he can do, he's either gonna try and keep going straight through and try and like squeeze down here, or he's gonna try and go for behind the back. So you can angle yourself right here to play the behind the back. You can also attack him, like run right into him as you're pressing L2. You get the bump, it's gonna bump him right back. So he's going to get bumped back behind the court. That's an easy way to get an 8-second violation. And also, like off that, like, you know, quick snatchback, anticipating that, you can go for a blitz there. And that's a great call. That's a great cut. That's a great rub screen too. Caught down. I don't even think that was intentional. So we're going to count people, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We also going to count a couple other things. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we even doing before the pickup? There's somebody open. You know? Like, this is... Even if he's not scoring the best and not doing whatever, same thing. Hit him. Because even if he's driving, forcing this person to drop, it's an easy dot. Things like that. Like, it's just... Because I promise you, like, bro, like, if you dying people, they can't help. Then you got them on the islands. Like, can I have this dance? You're just getting easy blow-bys. You're just forcing them to play that way. Bro, you could have had way more. You could have had more points, too. Like, and nah, see, like, that's smart. Like, knowing personnel, KYP. Getting back to whatever possession I was. Yeah, like, the way you pinched off and shit like that is beautiful because you knew it wasn't going to happen. He's not going to pass it. And that's just a great dot. J-Mac was ready. It's just shooting over the bigger player. I'm shooting over the shorter player. Same thing. So, appreciate the subscription. Off that, like, you play with Don too much, bro. Like, yeah, like, but also, like, you can pick up on tendencies. Like, through the first quarter, you already understand tendencies. Through the first half, I already understand tendencies of what to do to have his fucking head spinning. Like, it's just, it's little shit. And, like, especially if you know that, like, if you actually have film, you understand personalities even more. Like, you play towards a tweak. If I'm playing against somebody who I know gets rattled and, like, emotional, I am making sure that I am getting you emotional. I am getting you fucking mentally checked out. Because if you're mentally checked out, you're not playing well on the stakes. But, like, this is stuff that, like, you know, that's advanced stuff if you're playing matchups. If you're playing against people that you can scout and do things like that. Like, yeah, no, you're good. You are a good improviser, for sure. But, like, you can be a better improviser. Like, you should be, like... Basketball is all about adjustments. It's all about improvising. You can always be better. Great defense from you right there. Hands up. Perfect. Jay went for one. Got another bump. Damn. That one was just sick. That shit, I would have been sick. I would have been fucking sick. I would have been fucking pissed. I would have been... How are you making that? You got bumped. You got the help. And that's a great play right there by them. Going for it. Little slight. Quick wrap. Quick touch. Quick pass. That's almost like a threes play. Because most people are worried about the pass. They start shading off. You wind up giving up the cut. Might have to make another cup of coffee soon. That was a great shot right there, see. Alright, so now you definitely were. It's a great move right there by Don. So off this, right? This is something when you know you have a guard who's playing this way in 5 out. This is where you want to be able to play more of a pinch and lift defense. So like knowing the way they're playing, you want to be shrinking the floor as much as possible. You want to be trying to deny the drive as much as possible. Deny them from being able to go, be able to show, get back. You know, show like a pinch. You know, actually pinch. Fuck with their mind a little bit so they don't think they have it all the time. Especially when they're starting to go deep wing like this. I think like Jay over pursued, which like they're solid. They're trying to hyper this out. If they really wanted to do what they needed to do here, like you'd want to kind of keep the big there so that the big can help on the drive. I would say if you want to swap something, like you'd find a way to rotate this out, you know, have somebody play 2. Like I would try and keep the big there, have Jay kind of play here. Because like he's driving. The big can stay in front of him there. They're not really going to be able to do much. But you want to be able to pinch. If you're on your main center, you'd have made way more shots. No, I respect that because you had a lot of open looks. Caught with the snatch back again. Over pursuing on the press. Like, J-Mac, when you're playing lock too, like, you want to be able to switch it up. Show them different looks. The more reps you give a point guard, that's actually a great pinch. We'll go back to that. More reps you give a point guard at, like, the same sort of look, the more they'll be able to adapt and adjust to it. They'll be able to just get it. So it's like, you want to be able to, you know, look at it. So if you're not pressing OD, you're not getting caught on that step back. So here, look, shrinking the floor, going for the ball, but you see Suave right here, you look to step up. You pinch just even a little bit. So now it's like fucking up the drive, and now it's like quick, easy. Like, but like it's not just but the press isn't just the one person on top. It needs to be like the back end, like the people in the back of the floor too. Like everybody needs to understand exactly what they're doing, because if you're not in the right positions on the back end, if the person gets beat, you guys are cooked. And no, 100%, it's way harder to shoot. But that's why you got to be able to shoot. Like, that's why having a pop is really big if you're able to do that. So you got to hit those shots. If not, get your ass down to the paint. Because we giving up a board. Yeah, it was really, like, it was balanced. And there are a lot of things you guys could have adjusted. The game could have went either way. Got it right there. Solid. Great defense right by you, J-Mac. Great defense too, Don. 5 seconds left. That's great defense. But also, like, same thing. Suave, in this situation, knowing 5 seconds left, he's down here in this corner. This person's not able to play too that well. Jay also needs to be over a little bit more. But, like, that's the easy dot to the wing. Like, I'm fucking sparking him, forcing his ass to stay home because he's trying to think that he could play interior defense. He could be able to help on everything. No, get the fuck out the way. This is all about being a lock right now. You're not involved in this. Like, get the fuck out this. You know, like, it's a dance for two. So, being able to quick dot that, do that, you're able to keep that lock on the island and force them to have to rotate and do shit. Like, there was no rotations or anything called. He just kind of dropped to play it, but we're not making them pay with the drops either. Like, so, if Don was PNR, ISO, more ISO guard, better for you Pro-Am, Don more of an ISO. No, I agree, like, Mari. I also think that in that situation, you need to go to the corner more because it's easier for you to shoot out the corner than it would be out of off the wing. So, like, make it easier for yourself and allow for the spacing to be even better, especially if he's not going to go for the, go for easy, like, quick pick and pop. Nah, for sure. Let them know. You gotta tell them. If we go on 5, give me the corner. This way, it's also going to be like, it's easier for you to crash too. Don, that was a dumbass shot. That's just, but I get it because it's like time. Never mind. I take that back. I thought there was time left. I retract that. My bad, bro. I'm sorry. That was great defense right there by Jay. Otherwise, that would have been dotted. What do you mean? Oh, like, hold on, let me go back. Let me see. See, I don't like that. I don't like that either right there by Raymond. Like, you know, called him on a cut. Quick little flare screen down. As soon as he didn't go up the first time, he needs to be able to find a way to get that back out. He's, you know, pump faking. He's like, you know, jab stepping. At that point, you're cooked. The help is coming. There needs to be a quick pass. It needs to be like, you know, bounce pass, something. Find a way to get that out, or even call timeout because you're underneath. You're not even fully like in position to be able to get a dunk. You have 2 people there. You're behind it. It's a bad situation. You got to kick it out. And that's a great dot right there. That was Rabbit does a dope pass. They wound up dotting. Let's go back to defense and see exactly what happened here. Want to pass it in. Jay wound up going for the reach right here. Everybody's out of position. You see, same thing, holding L2, right? Holding in 10's defense. People are out of position. Jay is following, trying to help. I think this Jay right here, like, she shouldn't have been too far over. She needs to just be able to stay over because they're fine. They have the help. Otherwise, it's an open shot. Unfortunately, Mari missed. That was a quick one. Damn, I think they got there. It's the last second. I think that could have been a toucher, but yeah, if it was a toucher, that could have been there. It had to be quick, though. They might have got there. Be out of play. Great dot right there, Don. Great patience. Wait for it. This is where it started to go. But also, like, y'all had timeouts here. Yet to call one. They started going on a run. You have 4 timeouts. Call one of those shits. Slow it down. Great strong handles. You wound up, you know, strong handling right through the pinch, right through the help. Cool. It's forcing them to think like, oh shit, like we have to help. We have to drop. We have to do something. And damn, caught his ass with the hop step. That shit's toxic as fuck. Hate that shit. I understand though, Chisholm. Solid one. Damn. I think they got there. Just, it might have been open. I don't know what that was. Great switch. J-Mac, that was a tough shot. Damn. Three minutes left, but it's still a game. Damn, that's just great hands up. Just that big guard, bro. Like, it's just so much harder to be able to, you know, just put hands up. But you have to, like, understand, like, if he's able to dunk consistently, he has interior defense. If he, oh yeah, this is where I lagged a little bit. Has all of that stuff. Where's the weakness in the build? Just another shot. Like, still no timeout. Rabbit hit one. No timeout. 10-point game now. Less than 3 minutes left. You have to call those timeouts. You have to be able to call that momentum early. Great easy 2. Boom. 8-point game. Now, right here, you have 2 minutes and 26 seconds left. You still have fouls. Right here, like, you need to be aggressive. You need to be using your fouls. You can't take them with you either. So you need to be getting up. Like, you're down by 8. You need to speed them up just a little bit. Try and force it. Try and get a steal. So with knowing I have 26 seconds left, I'm trying to go for one. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting a steal, especially because looking at whatever, Chisholm really can't go for one, but Jay can go for one. You know, Suave, C, like Raymond, like you guys have people who can go for steals. Like, this is where I want my lock to try and go for one, you know, early, quick, before the 2-minute mark, so we're not using our foul to give. Nah, Suave, I get that, bro. Like, frustration shit makes it ass. Like, even there, like, that opportunity right here, it would have been the perfect time. Instead, he's just there, and it was a late drop. Off these, right? He has to commit. Raymond has to go, because this needs to be quick rotation. Boom, boom. It's a weak side rotation. Just, he has to drop. Suave has to get to corner. Jay has to wind up getting to the wing. It really just depends on what you want to call. But he's not under him. He's not meeting him at the, you know, at the block. He's not meeting under him. That's why he's getting this dunk off. Like, there's no way in hell you should be getting that meter dunk. And I don't even think that was a green meter dunk. Boy, clipping it. Damn. Front seat. If you remember right here, the corner was open. So that's what I'm saying, though. Like, it has to be a rotation where, like, you guys have to go. Like, you have to go for him. He has to go for you. Corner was open, but knowing situation. Don's been hooping. He has 31 points at this point. He has takeover. He's been driving. He's just been killing it because people can't get him in the paint. You're forcing to the pinch. It didn't happen. Your big has to go. You have to drop to the corner to be able to cover for your big, and Jay has to get to the wing. It has to be a quick rotation, you know, helping the helper. This way he can be there in the paint, but, like, it's hesitation. He's not making that pass. Even if he's making that pass, you'd be there in the corner because of that rotation. If he's trying to dot the wing, Jay is getting over, and she's playing the lane to the wing. So you have to do what you need to do. Jace, that's a little weird. But what's up? Welcome to the stream. Let's see what this pass was. And unfortunately, I don't think he was trying to go for the frontsy. I think it just gave it to him. It's just momentum. Tried to get him with the snatchback. Got him caught in the corner. Great defense right there. That's a little crazy. But this shot right here. Let me see. No. The shot that just happened, no, that was Mari. Nah, for sure, Suave. Exactly. Now, you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't think it was, see. No, I don't think it was. And, like, that's exactly what you gotta do. Like, you gotta, personnel, and you know what's good. What's good, Compress? Yeah, we ran a 10's lobby earlier. We're just going through film. Breaking it down for people who participated and for the chat. It's another one. Like, again, I will die on this hill. There's no fucking way in hell that I want my big taking a shot, a last second grenade. If my big's ass is not in the paint, getting a fucking board or fighting for a fucking board, we have an issue. So, Mari, bigs, anything like that, that should not be your shot to take. Because even if you shoot this, one, we're not in position to get the board. Two, your ass is not fast enough to be able to get back on defense, to be able to even play a fast break defense. So we're cooked either way. So your ass better hit that shot or we are fucked. So to just save us all help, don't. Look for the crash. You have other people who can shoot grenades. You have other people who can shoot that shot. I'm happier with you being able to get that ball and allowing us to be able to see another day instead of you trying to shoot that grenade. Easy as that. Both locks ran back early. That's what you need to do. Like, bro, as soon as that shot goes up, as soon as you know it's not there, you know you don't have position, they should be getting back. The people up top should be getting back. They should be showing. They should be there. They should be, like, just showing, getting back a little bit to be able to keep them from being able to go on that break. Like, and the better you play, the skill guards, as soon as that shot goes up, they're gone. They are fucking gone. You have to be able to get back. You have to be able to get out. That's a great pass. That's a great pass. Great hit by Chisholm. They're both doubling. Game's not completely over, but what the fuck was that? Damn, Don, did you glitch or something? But another reason, like, game's not completely over. Fight another day. Down by 10, cool, but you got ball. You just need quick one, something. Forcing it into traffic, but it's still yours. Left stick dribble out of bounds. That was, like, crazy. That's just the crazy-ass animation. That's a dot. Damn, she missed it. That's tough. But that was a great look. Great strip. Damn, that's tough. Damn, missed it again. That's a 6-point swing. It would have been a 4-point game with 32 seconds left. Holy fuck. And then Mari shooting. He hits him. Damn, that's tough. Wound up going for the putback instead of going for board, but it was the guard. So that was great defense off the snatchback. That was really the only way to play it if you weren't in front of them. But yeah, like, I mean, we kind of see in the game, we see all the little things that you can work on, and like, you guys were just playing like a base 2-3. You weren't even fully playing like a, you know, true 2-1-2 or, you know, a matchup zone, anything like that. We're more competitive. When we start running them a little bit more, corner didn't cut to open up a fade for you there. Yeah, I mean, they got to listen if you did call it out. You know, we're going to start working it. The more we play some of these, like, matchups, I'm going to start putting stipulations on it. Like, all right, you guys can't run 5 out. Okay, you can't run this. You can't run that. Because, like, yeah, it's a matchup. Yeah, it's a best of 3. We want to get better. That's the biggest thing at the end of the day. We can't get better at doing what we're comfortable with. We have to get better at working in PNR, making reads, you know, playing these defenses. Like, these are the situations where you can get fuck up because it doesn't matter. Like, you can just keep playing, you know, you're just, okay, cool, little, you know, little, like, shit talk between friends, between, like, you know, comrades. This is the time. The money's not on the line. You're not playing where it affects your win-loss record. You're not playing, like, in certain situations like that. So, like, this is where we want to work on those things, and we'll be able to do that more. So I really appreciate y'all for coming through and doing this. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to put on